Monday. How are we? How are we, or how are you? I hope you are well, of course. If you're not, then I hope to make you feel better because you are here, right? At Boss Queen, oh my God, you are here at Boss Queen TV, your soul abundance channel, right? For the queens who are ready to become the magnet to manifest the most expansive life. Oh yes. And so, having said that, let me share this in my group real quick. And then we're going to get into it. And today we're going to talk about... Oh no, I didn't want to actually pop that in there, but that's okay. Didn't want to pop the link in there. I can share, just change that later. All good. But we're going to talk about how to get yourself out of overwhelm into organized for your daily success. Oh yes. Oh yeah. For those of you who don't know, yes, I am speaking the language because I am German. And so oh, look at that. There's my German friend already. I actually made another German friend today. She's got the same surname as me. So let me share that into the group and then I will... This is so crazy. He's done that before. On Thursday or Friday when I did Boss Queen TV, literally, it would not let me share this into my English group. It would let me share this. Hello, my darling. Let me share this into my German group. So obviously, I do this bilingually. I do this in German and English. I just did Boss Queen TV in German. Right? Now I'm doing it in English. And I'd love to share it in my English group, the Rising Queen Collective. Don't know why it makes me cough. And it just will not let me do that. I don't know what is happening with that. But I'm telling you, I'm not happy with it. Because I type in the Rising Queen Collective and it just brings me the German option. That's so not cool. And I feel like I need to drink some water now. By the way, I can totally recommend these bottles. Oh, I love them so much. They have like a beautiful rose quartz in them. And they stand for love, healing, and compassion. Okay, so I guess I'm going to have to share the video again afterwards. So fair enough, it is what it is. I cannot get iffy about it, which I remember now on Thursday. I got really iffy about it. I got really annoyed. And then afterwards, like, oh, well, what are you going to do about it? So I guess that being said, I'm just going to share it afterwards. And you've got my full attention. So first of all, happy Monday. I hope you've had an extraordinary, amazing start to your week, wherever you are. Obviously, it's already Monday evening over here in Australia. We had the most epic weather on the Gold Coast over the weekend, like spring's here. So I literally got to spend all weekend checking out different beaches with different beautiful soul sisters of mine. Had the most amazing, chillaxing weekend. And so you would think that I would wake up completely replenished, rejuvenated this morning, and I didn't. I woke up super tired and I was like, that is so weird. So I don't know if it's energetically something happening, because that could well be, but I got up a little bit early. I mean, still early, 6 o'clock, but normally I've been getting up even earlier than that, and I did my little morning walk and my little walking meditation. And anyhow, long story cut short, it was one of these days today where I just felt super energetically tired. Now, here's the thing. I feel that as a queen, you have the right to walk away and not do anything. Like, I could have really said, you know what? So what? I'm tired, feeling whatever's happening. I'm just going to trust that. I'm just going to kick back and do whatever I need to do. And then I also thought at the same time, but what does my soul really want me to do? And I thought, well, I feel like I still would love to get a few things done, because I'm so excited. I started my 21-day manifestation challenge today in English. I'm about to start my German challenge tonight. Well, German tonight, which means tomorrow, 6 o'clock Australian time, right? And I was like, And I really wanted to get a few things done. I was like, okay, so obviously we always have a choice. And that's what I'd like to say. And I know it maybe come across a little bit contradictory, but you always have a choice. You don't have to do anything. But at the same time, I guess you want to ask yourself, how do you want to feel by the time you want to go to bed? And I knew I really wanted to get a few things done. I thought, okay, cool. So how about I get myself out of the overwhelming, oh my God, and get myself into the organized state of, well, what is the couple of things I wanted to get done. And then if I then decide to do nothing for the rest of the day, then so be it. And that's what I thought. And so I thought, well, wouldn't it be quite handy if I shared this with you, right? So that's why obviously today's Boss Queen TV is all about how to get yourself out of overwhelm into feeling organized, because I do get that sometimes you feel up, you may wake up maybe energetically, but like stressed, tired, already like super overwhelmed, because you're like, oh my God, I want to do all these things today, all the things, and it's making you feel all the feels, and it's not going to get you to do anything really. So try this. I've learned this from Brendan Bouchard many yonks ago, like many moon times ago. And it's something that I just thought of today, and I thought, well, it really helped me because it allowed me to make things super simple. So hear me out. Number one, if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed or energetically scattered, but you still don't want to waste your day, just organize yourself using the following. Number one, what are the projects that you're working on right now? What are the main 3 projects? Okay, don't ideally have more than 3 projects on the go. I mean, I know, multitasking over here, multi-passionate over here. I get that we get super excited about wanting to do all the things, change the world in all the many possible magical ways, but is it really feasible to have more than 3 projects on the go? So what are the 3 main projects that actually matter right now, right? Everything else can be parked for a later time, okay, for a later stage. Maybe you only have 1 project. Maybe you're literally working on a new launch right now. Maybe you want to, just promote your group or something, at the moment. Maybe you're trying to, one of your projects is to work on your Instagram engagement, right? Or your group engagement and activate, and grow your group. Or maybe it's a bit of both. Maybe it is about Instagram, a bit of Facebook group, or maybe you're focusing on your videos and your content and you want to get some videos done. Or it is about maybe you're doing a challenge or a free program. So what is it? What is it for you, right? Maybe it's one thing, but you're probably working on 2 or 3 things at the same time. And again, right, one can be social media kind of project. One could be a product launch kind of project. And maybe you've got something all together. For me, I'm still working on my website in the background, right? That's one of my projects. So what's it for you? So decide what are your 3 main projects that actually matter right now. And what is one thing that you can get done or would love to get done? I hate saying have to get done, but I mean, if you want to make progress, then it kind of has to get done. So what is one thing in each of your projects that has to get done today? And maybe that's something that may just take 10 minutes or may take an hour, but then it's done. Secondly, what are your priorities for today? Okay, even if you just chose 5 priorities that you say, okay, if I get those priorities done, I know I am, making headway. I am moving towards the manifestation of my dreams, my desires, and, all the things that I want, my goals, okay? So it could be, how about, I'll give you an example. That's what I kind of said to me today. My 5 priorities were, what if I just did my meditation, my mindset work, my money work, shared my message, and did some marketing for, my programs, my freebies, whatever, and my paid programs. Easy. Even if you just did, and I did that. Literally did, I'm doing it also kind of right now, because I am saying, hey, by the way, manifestation challenge happening if you want to be there. And if not, I'll remind you probably in a second again. But yeah, so I literally promoted, obviously did the training, the pre-work for my manifestation challenge, and then I sent that out to my email list. I promoted it in my group and I posted it, and I just said, hey, the pre-work's there. I'm kind of sharing a couple of bits and pieces of insights, and I'm promoting it. There you go, done, right? Right here, I'm speaking, so this is part of me sharing my message. And if I add a little, by the way, if you'd love to be part of the manifestation challenge, it's free, 21 days, amazing tools, techniques, and tricks that allow you to get out of the poverty mindset into the prosperity mindset. Then come on over, boom, there is another marketing piece element done, okay? So super simple, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you don't have to overcomplicate it. So what are your 5 priorities? Like I said, for me today, literally, they're pretty much my priorities every day, and everything else on top is like the icing on the cake. But literally, meditation, mindset work, money work, share my message, and do a little bit of marketing, okay? Promotion of free and paid offers and services, okay? And again, doesn't have to be super complicated. It does not have to be complicated. And then last but not least, what are 7 people that you may need to get back to, or that you are waiting a response of? So it could be, reaching out to your team, your actual team in your business support, who offer your support, and get back on a couple of things, or give them a couple of tasks, depending on the work on your project that you're doing. Maybe to do some follow-ups, maybe reaching out to a couple of people with your offers, right? Following up a couple of conversations, checking in, obviously for me, clients as well, right? That's part of my people. So for me, it's about getting into my group and checking in with my client message, my private messages and my private clients, what's happening, and coaching them and kicking their asses, with love, of course. And then that's it. And so, if that is done, right? If that's done, and you feel like afterwards, okay, you know what? Because I've literally been energetically like, meh, then okay, so be it. So as I said, I guess, first of all, you have to understand there's nothing you have to ever do. But secondly, sometimes you just also need to kind of ask yourself, how do you want to feel at the end of the day? And you just kind of, I'll do it anyway, because it's not serving anyone if you're just like sitting in the corner on the couch watching Netflix and chill all day. And I'm not saying that you probably wanted to do that every day, all day anyway, because you're not here if you were. But if you're having one of these days where you're just like, feeling overwhelmed, or feeling, I don't know, energetically drained, or something's kind of not right. I mean, you can kind of, even sometimes I find meditating and writing and connecting and finding out what it is and releasing it is doing the treat. And if not, right, then get over yourself and do this. Work the projects out, work your priorities out, and work the people out, okay? 3 projects, 5 priorities, 7 people. You do that, right? And you pretty much covered all your bases. You're pretty much still ahead of the game. You're still taking action daily, right, towards your manifestation of all your dreams and desires and all the goals and all the things that you want to make happen, right? And ideally, you're doing them from a place of, okay, you know what? Yes, totally got this. Like for me, I had to then journal my way into getting myself really excited again, getting myself aligned and going, okay, good. And then I had some energy and I did it, and then I still felt like, okay, so maybe I'm coming down with something, or maybe there's some energetic upgrades happening. I don't know, and I don't care, because I'm not going to get into that, but I rose above the occasion and I decided, okay, projects, priorities, and people. Once that's done, everything else is an icing on the cake. And if I want to kick back now and just read my book and do a bit of Netflix, or do whatever, speak to a girlfriend or whatever, then so be it. I've taken care of the daily do that has to get done. And I hope that you get that. I hope that you find it beneficial for you to, take something from it. Okay, so remember the 3 elements: the projects, the priorities, and the people. And on top of that, I guess another thing that you could really tune into is, right, well, what can you potentially also delegate? Right? What do you have to do yourself, and what can you just bypass? Like, you can literally delete it for the moment because it just doesn't matter, right? Like, so you remember, it's not about having your shit together every day or whatever. Like, I don't know, like, check your priorities. Is it more important to you to have all your washing done today, or would it be easier to go, okay, you know what, I'm just feeling like, hey, not on top of my A game, so you know what, the washing can wait till tomorrow, and instead I'm gonna make sure that I tick off my to-dos, and I, you know, promote my offers, my challenge, and I share my message, and I connect with a couple of people, I serve my clients, I speak my truth, I show up, boom, right? That's so much more important than freaking washing. I mean, kind of did my washing anyway. And this is the funny thing, right? Because I've had a bit of a energetically kind of tired day, and I thought, well, okay, I'm just gonna do the things that I feel like I want to get done. I actually felt like I got so much more done today, which is insane. So look what happens when you give yourself permission to remove all the pressure and go, okay, instead of putting pressure on myself, and instead of like pushing and forcing, right? I'm giving myself permission to just prioritize all the things that matter. And even, like I said, keep it super simple. And once they're done, I can kick back and enjoy Netflix and eat ice cream or whatever. And then guess what? By taking the pressure off, it just allowed me to just flow through my afternoon. And like I said, I've done so much already, and it's like, whatever, 6:30, right? So happy freaking Monday. Alrighty, cheers to you that you always worry about the little things. Well, I guess it's sometimes the detail is in the little things, right? And sometimes it is like the little things, the little steps that you take every day that will amount to the long-term massive success. And that's, I guess, why it can be so easy that you just plan, right, for little bits and pieces every day. What are the daily steps? And if you just wanted to apply that every day, right, what are the projects that you're working on right now? What is one thing that needs to get done in your projects? What are 5 priorities you want to get done? What are 7 people that you want to reach out to or that you would love an answer from today? Even if you did that every day, I'm pretty sure it's actually part of the productivity training that Brendon Burchard did all these years ago. If you just followed that every day, you would definitely take the little steps every day. And I'm telling you, over time, you would amount to massive success, okay? And then obviously in the back of it, also decide, you know, what can you park to the side? What can you delegate and ask, you know, your partner, your kids, or get a VA or get some additional support? What's just not really important for that moment right now? And what is it obviously that you say, nope, I'm going to do that. And then guess what? You just do it with as much fun, right? As much ease and grace as available to you, and trust that it's more than enough. It's more than good enough. Absolutely, right? Because at the end of the day, everything you do then comes from a space of, hey, just keeping it real, just being me, you know. And I've had days here where I'm like, you know, sharing all the feels, because I like doing that. It's not always easy, but I love doing that. So that's it from me to you, Boss Queen TV, for all the queens who would love to become the magnet to manifest their most expansive available life. And if you want to continue that conversation and you want to share what are you working on right now, if you want some extra accountability, you want some input and feedback on making sure that every day you do take the daily steps, come into my Facebook group, right, called the Rising Queen Collective. You can also head to the link, right, on either Instagram or Facebook, upstairs, like upstairs as in above on top of the page. Click on the link and head over there. And of course, last but not least, 21-day manifestation challenge. I originally wanted to charge. I decided not to. Long story, I will spare you the details, but you can read through my posts. But you're more than welcome to join us. I only did the pre-work today, so I'm probably going to ask you and invite you for a couple more days, because once we are on like day 1 to 3, I believe it's probably going to be too tricky to try and catch up, because every day is going to build upon the previous day, and it's going to be pretty mind-blowing, soul-shifting transformation, like I said, to get you out of your poverty mindset to truly a more prosperous prosperity mindset. So if you, like I said, if you're someone who wants to break through that next income level, you're definitely going to fit in. If you're someone who says that, hey, I'm pretty good at making money, but somehow I still don't have as much as I'd like to left over, you're definitely going to find your place in there. Or if you say, hey, I just haven't really hacked that manifestation game when it comes to money, you'll definitely want to join us. So all you got to do is hashtag money magic, or message me and I will just give you the link to join the group. Super easy, super straightforward. And so divine, trust me, so divine. I have done this challenge before with my soul sister. We had over 200, 30, 40, 50 people. We've got now 300 people, close to 300 people in there now. And energy is going to be amazing, 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 amazing. So I would love to see you there. Make sure you enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to share this now into the group. Of course, feedback, questions, all of that, let me know. Let's have a conversation because I'm so committed to see you absolutely shine because, hello, permission to be, do, and have it all has already been granted. So in order for you to manifest more magic, come on, give yourself the kick up the butt to become the magic yourself. Bye-bye.